Remember, your size can cause problems for other road users. Cyclists need at least 6 feet clearance, otherwise the wind turbulence from the side of the truck might blow them over. There's still room to pass here without crossing the solid white line. Watch them in your mirror as you complete the manoeuvre. But on a narrower road, you just have to hold back until the solid white line has finished and the danger reduced. With roundabouts, it's vital you know which is your exit and that you keep up your observation at all times. When turning left, check your mirrors, signal, brake and choose your approach gear. If there's no lane marking, use the seam in the tarmac. As you approach, check carefully to the right, and before you enter the roundabout, check your near side mirror to make sure you're clear of the curb and there's no cyclists or motorbikes creeping alongside. And keep on checking those mirrors till you're completely clear and cancel your signal. If you're going straight on, anything between 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock can be classed as straight ahead. Use the left-hand lane, but don't signal right and then left. It's bad practice and it confuses other road users. Hug the outside of the roundabout, and as you pass the exit prior to yours, signal left and keep your signal on till you're completely clear of the roundabout. If you're turning right, mirrors, signal and position keep tight up to that right-hand curb with your right indicator on. Look for a suitable gap as you approach, checking your near side mirror just before you enter the roundabout. Keep tight to the island without clipping it. And then signal left just as you pass the exit prior to the one you want. Drift out to your left, check your mirrors for any cars trying to squeeze around you and make sure it's completely safe. On a tight roundabout, check the near side mirror just before entering it, use the whole width of the roundabout if necessary, and check that nobody else is going to pull in front of you. Check continually in both mirrors and use both lanes of the narrow exit road to prevent you from hitting the curb with the trailer. On junctions, you need to make a careful assessment of the geography of the curb line as you approach them. Move out to the white line, see if the side road is clear, and then curve the unit round. Moving out to the white line will help to prevent you from clipping the curb and damaging the tyres. As you come out of the bend, you may have to cross a white line in the face of oncoming traffic, so proceed with caution. When you move out to the white line, be very careful nothing's coming up on the inside of you. Your trailer wheels should be reasonably tight to the corner as you move round. Coming up to a T-junction, turning right, mirrors, signal, position yourself close to the curb, brake, choose your approach gear and keep all-round observation. And when it's clear, pull right across the main road before turning right, hugging the left-hand curb to minimise the amount the trailer cuts in. It reduces the amount of time the trailer is blocking the road for oncoming traffic. On a left-hand turn, signal left and position yourself with a suitable gap from the curb to the right of your lane. You might still need to pull out across the main road to give space for the trailer to clear extra hazards, such as a parked car. On every turn, check both your mirrors all the time. The offside one for the headboard position and the near side to see where the trailer back end is positioned. Tuck in to the left and we're already preparing for the next junction. As we approach the give way lines, we can see that there's a car to our right. He's just started to signal left and we can see he's braking, so we keep the truck rolling, being extremely cautious and using nearly the whole of the main road to give room for the trailer to clear the curb, and coming back to the near side curb as soon as we can. Now turning into a tight side road, we keep tight to the left curb on the approach, steering quickly and moving slowly to bring it round and then hugging the near side curb again and away. Although we've crossed white lines into opposing traffic on these junctions and used the other half of the road, you still must not cross or straddle a solid white line. To get round this corner, we're straddling the left and right-hand lanes but signalling left, carefully checking nothing's creeping up on the inside of us and going deep into the junction before turning left, to give enough space for the trailer not to clip the curb. That's vitally important in town where there's so many pedestrians and hazards around. At any junction, assess as early as you can what's going on in front and behind you. Make sure you have enough space to go forward, not just for the cab, but for the trailer. And remember that a truck has much less acceleration than you might be used to in your own car. You need more time and space to complete a maneuver. However, you can still use your own car to practice basic positioning on the road. Position yourself in good time and give clear signals to other road users, not ones that are likely to confuse them. And remember, the more paint on the road, the more severe the hazard. Our medium-level sections start to put together some of the techniques you've learned and add to your knowledge. Angle starts are common. You need to cross into the oncoming lane and give the parked car at least 3 feet clearance with the trailer, moving back in as soon as you can. If you're in the right-hand lane of a one-way street, you'll often find a car could emerge from the blind spot under your near-side door. And that's despite the proximity mirror, which gives you a view straight down. You must get to know all the blind spots for your vehicle. And do you match your speed to the hazard? You should be able to stop comfortably when the lights change. But if you stop when these lights change, you'd have to stand on the brakes and the car behind would run into the back of you. So there's a point of final decision where you have to decide to stop or carry on. If you don't stop comfortably when the lollipop man steps into the road, he'll write your number on the black bar on his sign and you'll be prosecuted. Here the speed was just right. So, as you approach a hazard, back off a little so you can stop in time. That was far too close for comfort. He didn't anticipate the children crossing, and it's his fault, not theirs. When you stop in a lay-by, you need to pull as far up to the front as you can to let other vehicles pull in behind you. It takes a long distance for an Arctic to straighten up after pulling round in front of another vehicle.